Thokozani guys, welcome back to my channel. For those that are new here, I am Tina Mashilwane. For those that have seen my get to know me video, welcome back. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. I am new on YouTube, so the sole purpose of me being on this platform is to obviously grow my brand and just to have fun, because that's what we're all about. I decided to be raw and unfiltered today because I've got so much to get off my chest. I feel like YouTube is my diary, and there are people out there who resonate with some of the things we speak about. So I really hope that I will feel better after this. I also hope that there is someone out there that's going through exactly what I'm going through. So yeah, let's get into it. Firstly, I said Thokoza because there are people that don't know Guti Gogo shame. I am Gogo Mahlako, for those that don't know, in case you're wondering why I'm wearing the beads. Spiritual calling I had years ago, which I accepted, and yeah, it's been a roller coaster of a journey, but here we are. Please do excuse me looking around once in a while. I do have my door open, so my dogs just literally come in and do their thing. Sometimes they just chill with me, so they'll probably do that. I don't know, we'll see. So over the last few weeks, I have been going through the most, guys. I've been going through the most. I've had an episode of depression. I've had relapses where I fall into a dip and I just can't seem to get out of it. Now, the last one I had was the worst I've ever had. I was diagnosed with clinical depression in 2018 after giving birth to my daughter. Obviously because my relationship was sinking, it was sinking. And so I decided to leave that relationship and start all over again. Now, when I mean starting over again, I mean obviously moving out of my marital home, and just starting afresh, guys. Really starting afresh. It took a toll on me. It took a toll on my family, and I feel like that was the turning point of my life. I've become a totally different person since, in a sense that now I know what I want, I know what I don't want. I'm very guarded with the people that I allow into my life and into my space. And with that said, it knowing your worth sometimes it really sucks, guys. Knowing your worth really sucks, because your experiences are what cultivate who you become as an individual. And so ever since then, I would have episodes where I just fall into a dip and I just want to be indoors. I want to be alone. I don't go out. I don't see people. And I started attending therapy then. I've become better than I was back then, obviously. But once in a while, I do get these episodes, and I've been able to deal with them in the past. But the recent one I've had was so painful and so hard for me to deal with. I literally needed as much support as I could get. So from my family members, my aunt especially, she's one person I really go to when I am going through stuff. My friends, particularly Kabza, Vuyo, who else? Loazi, Tabang, Amo. Those are just some of the people who have really helped me get through all of that crap. So what caused the episode was me being in a space where I felt like, one, I don't belong here, and two, I just don't like the atmosphere at all. I'm very big on energies. I'm very big on the people I engage with. And if your energy is very off, then I literally shut down as a result. So I've had this feeling for a while where I was like, I don't like being here. And I'm one person, I don't stay in a space or an environment because I need to pay bills, I need to do this and that. I don't stay in an environment like that. Even in relationships, if I feel that this is not working, I will leave. I will leave. Inga, a very close friend of mine, she knows this. Like, I don't stay in spaces where, one, I'm not wanted, or two, I don't even like being around that space. So the decision I took has been a long time coming, and I'm sincerely okay with it. I feel like it was the best decision I've ever made, irrespective of what my situation is like right now, irrespective of what I need to do for my children. I feel like the decision I made was really good for me and my mental health, you know. In January, what you guys don't know, from last year alone, I've suffered 2 heart attacks as a result of stress, extreme fatigue, always being under pressure to prove myself, working in a toxic environment, and that led to me having 2 heart attacks last year. Now, I don't have a heart problem, guys. The second heart attack I had was mild. It wasn't that extreme. The first one was very extreme. The second one I had was very mild. But then that's when I started having a different outlook on my life in general and where I want to go, where I want to see myself. And that's when I realized that I am not in a good space. I am slowly but surely digging my own grave. The turning point of me deciding, no, I am done, like I'm done, was when I suffered a minor stroke about 2-3 weeks ago, or a month ago or so. And as a result of that, it impaired my speech. Now, if you notice, I speak very slow now. I'm usually someone that speaks very quickly. I speak fast, but I'm very slow, and I calculate my words as much as I can because I'm still undergoing speech therapy. It's going really well thus far, and I really want to get to a space where I can realize myself again. So yeah, I wanted this to be as unraw and as unfiltered as possible. I am going out for dinner later, so I need to like do my hair and stuff like that, but I want it to be as natural as possible. Didn't want to be all glammed up. I'm not in the mood for that at this present moment anyway. But guys, please excuse the noise outside. I do have my family members around, so you'll hear them once in a while. But yeah, one thing about me, my content creation is as authentic as possible. I don't care about the noise in the background. I don't care about looking posh for my videos, guys. If I don't want to put on makeup, I don't want to put on makeup. I'm literally that girl. So yeah, apologies for the noise though. You will hear it once in a while. Sometimes my dogs will bark. Please do excuse that as well. So after I had my stroke, which impaired my speech, I realized that there's more to life than just a paycheck. There's more to life than just always being the people pleaser, always wanting people to, you know, be okay, because I mean, who heals the healer type of thing, you know? And I got to a point in my life where I realized that if I'm not okay mentally and health-wise, that defeats the purpose of everything else that I want to do, everything else that I want to achieve as an individual, all my aspirations and my goals. Those are null and void if I'm not okay. And I remember one Sunday evening, I was in bed contemplating about whether I wanted to go back to that specific working environment. And I said to myself, okay, eating the and speak to my underground gang and let's see in terms of like what I'm feeling. And I remember that Monday morning I woke up, guys, and my body was just not responding to me getting out of bed. My alarm went off at around 5:15. That's usually the time I wake up to go to work, well, to prepare for work rather. And I remember my alarm went off that morning and I was like, I mean, I kneel up. I literally decided that morning, I was like, I was done with this shit. Like, there's no way. And at the time, the stroke had already happened. So now, I no longer want to disclose my health problems, because not only do I get exploited in doing that, but I need to work time back. Like, that will never make sense to me. But anyway, I've left, so I don't really care. I woke up that morning, my body was not responding to me actually actively getting out of bed, which was like, this has never happened before. And I sat for a good 10 minutes in bed. I made a cup of coffee, which is what I usually do. That's the first thing I do, guys, like when I wake up. When I wake up, make a cup of coffee and I check my Twitter. That's like my daily routine. My Twitter is my daily newspaper. That's when I get all the, you know, trending topics and stuff. So that's a routine that I've been accustomed to now. So I've literally continued with that. So I made a cup of coffee. I sat in bed and I contemplated on whether or not I was going to work that day. This was around 5:30 now. I still haven't prepared myself for work. 6 o'clock hit. 6:20 hit. 6:30, which is the time I usually leave my place to go to work. That's when I decided, I was like, I'm not going back there. I literally just said, no, it's not happening. And I haven't been there since. I haven't been there since, guys. This is something a lot of people don't know. I've been focusing on other projects. I've been focusing on other work. But my primary source of income, it's chai, guys. It's chai. Let me tell you something. People don't leave bad jobs, guys. They leave bad leaders. And it's unfortunate that I experienced that in that workspace, because I really believed in the vision. Hey, so it's unfortunate that I was in that space, and it's unfortunate that it had to be within that space, because I believe in the vision of the business. I believe in its values. I just don't believe in the people. And company culture for me is very important. It's important in such a manner that it cultivates who you become as an individual in corporate. So I felt that I wasn't getting that, and that's why I left. Like, no. I choose not to indulge too much into it because it's something I'm healing from, and maybe one day I will give you guys a broad picture of what I experienced there. But the sole purpose of this video is just to enlighten you guys of what's been happening, because obviously I haven't been posting at all, which is something I am going to change going forward. I will try to be consistent. I will try as much as possible to be consistent, because I do want to grow in this sphere, and I want to, you know, broaden my horizons within the YouTube space. But I haven't been doing that in the last few weeks because of what I've been going through health-wise, mentally, and so forth. It's really sad to see where I am, for myself specifically, because I really had high hopes. But we plan, but God decides, guys. And that's just the nature of life. God knew at this present moment I'll be where I am, and God knows what's to come regarding my career and where I see myself going, so forth, so forth. Like I said, we plan, but God decides. So I may plan this, but God may redirect me into this path, which is also fine. I've learned to embrace whatever life throws at me, because life is unpredictable. We all have goals and aspirations that we want to achieve, but you know, life happens, and that's okay. I mean, who knew that Keenan would leave us so soon? No one knew that, but you know, it is what it is, you know. I'm still healing mentally from my experience. I am in a better place now. I'm in a very good place. I think that was the best decision I made. The English bundles depleted, guys. Yeah, I'm in a better place mentally. I'm getting there slowly but surely. Another friend of mine, Nelson, just yesterday actually, he said, it's really good to see you smiling again. And for people that know what I've been through, and for them to say something like that means a lot to me, because they know what it took for me to get to this very present moment. And I'm really glad that I'm in a space where I can now speak about it, because all I used to do was just cry myself to sleep, wake up every morning and be like, am I really going back there? Why do I keep doing this to myself? It literally got to that, guys. But I'm in a space where I can speak about it without even crying. That's how I know that the healing process has started. And healing also requires you to acknowledge your part in it and take accountability for it. And I do take full accountability for my part in it, because one, I shouldn't have stayed in an environment where I know Uguti, this is not healthy. I shouldn't have done that. Instead, I stayed because I worried about my children. How am I going to be able to provide for them and things like that? But it got to a point where I was just like, guys. It literally got to that. And that's why that morning I woke up and I said, no, I am not doing this. I need to focus on healing. I need to focus on being the Tina, the ultimate Tina that people know me to be. I'm very strong, guys. Like, I'm a very strong individual. But when I break, I break. I literally go through the pits when I break. So it's very hard to get out of that. Let me just check the time because I need to get ready for another meeting. But anyway, I really go through the pits of hell when I'm like going through it. Mangi Kowisha, guys, it's real, it's hardcore. And I remember seeing a TikTok video of a medical doctor who literally went out of his office, and he walked to his car. He got into the car, he sat, and he wept, guys. He wept. He was like, guys, please pray for medical professionals because it is heavy. And let me tell you, it's not just heavy for medical professionals. Guys, it's heavy for everyone. A lot of people are staying in environments where they're not happy. A lot of people are staying in jobs because it pays the bills. It puts food on the table. It gives you shelter. No, guys, we need to stop it. We need to stop that narrative. We need to be the generation that erases all of that and says, enough is enough. I'm not happy. I don't know how God is gonna provide, but hey, I'm dipping. Bye, Felicia. Like, we really need to be that generation that just doesn't tolerate nonsense for the sake of I get paid every single month. Guys, employers don't check on your health. Employers don't check on your well-being. Employers don't care about your personal problems, which is why you need to employ yourself. A lot of people have started from the ground up, and if God can do it for them, what makes me think God won't do it for me? Like, I'm literally at that point in my life right now. I think what contributes to me having decided to take a break from corporate is the fact that I'm turning 30 this year. And when the year started, I asked God to give me 30 reasons within the 30 seasons that I've been in, and for him to take all of that and mold it into my next chapter. That is really important for me. Yes, I'm not where I want to be. I had plans, but as I said, we plan, but God decides. But me turning 30 this year is such a pivotal point in my life, and I want to embrace it as much as possible, and I want to be my best self when I embrace it. And that comes with letting go of people that bring nothing but more problems into my ear. I've had friends like that, and I've gracefully cut them off because I'm just like, guys, I've got my own things. I've got my own shit that I'm dealing with. And for me to sit here and listen to your problems, but you can never give me the time of day, I don't have time for friends like that anymore. And I'm not gonna even cuss you out or confront you about it. I'm just going to gently, swiftly move on with my life. And uzoifundi valiwe. I'm literally at that point now. I'm also at a point where I know my worth, and I have friends that say, oh, you're so toxic. You don't want to now have fun anymore. You're not as giving as much as you were anymore. And I'm like, guys, who gives me? Who listens to me? Who helps me out? I've always been the helper. I've always been the loving one that checks up on people. Phones work both ways. If you're not checking in on me, I am not checking in on you either. I'm literally at that point in my life. And I'm sincerely okay with losing people because that's the process in Bilo. Some branches need to fall off as you go, and that's absolutely fine. But I do have a tribe that loves me. I do have a tribe that appreciates me for who I am, for what I bring to the table, and that's all I need. So with me, you know, embarking on the 3rd floor this year, there's a lot of things I choose not to tolerate, and that's also why I decided, no, I need to take a break from corporate. I need to take a break. I need to reset. I need to find myself again. I need to find what sparks that hot spot in me. You know, I've lost that, and I need that back because corporate dims your light. It dims your light, it dims your vision, it dims what you are and who you are outside of that job. And I don't want to live like that anymore. I don't. I have bigger goals and a bigger vision for where I want to go. And corporate won't take me there. I've come to terms with that. In all the years of varsity, guys, school is a scam. Don't get me wrong, né? Education is important because it opens certain doors. It connects you to certain people which help you progress. That is a given, guys. And that is why I'll always vouch for education. But taba ya gore re tlo tsena skolo and re tlo namela corporate ladder. Let me tell you, you are digging your... Let me rephrase. Yeah, no, English bundles have depleted here. You are digging your own grave by doing that. You are literally digging your own grave. There are people that are okay with earning a salary and climbing the corporate ladder, proving themselves, sucking ass. That's another reason why I left, because there's a lot of that. A lot. And they can come for me all they want, but they know it's true. And I'm sincerely okay with that. But anyway, moving right along. Where was I? So, you know, there are people okay with climbing the corporate ladder, and that's fine. I'm not the one. I'm genuinely not the one. I know deep down in my heart, guys, I know that I was destined for more than that. And I'm really grateful for the opportunity to go to varsity, to get the qualification and to make something of myself. But for now, that qualification is gonna gather dust. I'm done. Like, I'm literally done. My children deserve a mother that is well. I don't want to allow my children to experience trauma. As it stands, I go for therapy because of childhood traumas. And these are unraveled in my sessions where my therapist picks up on things that I went through as a child and they affect me as an adult, guys. And I'm not just an adult now, I'm a mother. And I'm not going to raise children that need to heal from having me as a parent, because I had to go through that. I'm literally unraveling things from my childhood as early as the age of 5. And I'm 29, turning 30 this year. And I'm going through traumas that I experienced as a toddler. I don't want my children to go through that. I don't want my children to heal from having me as a parent. I am going to break that generational curse. I am going to be the one to raise a generation that is okay mentally and emotionally, spiritually and physically. It's going to start with me. And I'm going to live every day of my life fulfilling that purpose for my children and my generations to come. So with that said, I no longer want to be in spaces that don't fulfill, or rather that don't fill the void inside my heart. Because there is a void, guys. There is a void, and I'm so glad that I'm speaking about it now. It feels like something has just, offloaded off my shoulders. I'm so glad that I'm speaking about it, because, guys, we are going through the most. And for as long as we don't talk, for as long as we don't have real, authentic conversations about what we're going through, we're going to repeat the cycle. We're going to repeat what our parents went through. Our parents thought they dealt with their problems and their issues by sweeping them under the carpet. Guys, we are not going to be that generation. We are going to be vocal. We are going for therapy, and we are starting those healing journeys. We are going to do it, guys. We are going to be that generation that changes the narrative. And not a lot of people will agree with me in how I choose to do things, But I know that there'll be that minority group that is like, guys, but Tina's right. We need to stop it. Like, we really need to start having those conversations, because we are going through the most. We are going through the most, guys. And so, with that said, guys, I really hope whoever watches this video resonates with what I said. I really hope that whoever is going through what I'm going through as well, realizes that spark in them, realizes that there's more to life than just living for the sake of it. I hope that I've touched someone in some sort of way to really unleash, or rather bring out the best version of themselves. That is what I intend to do going forward. I am doing well. The speech therapy is helping. I'm back at gym, which is great. I haven't been to gym in a long time, guys. Oh my god. In January, I was still recovering from December shenanigans. But I'm back at gym. I go to gym to unwind more than anything. It's a stress reliever for me. Also, I need to say bye to this nonsense, because I have picked up on a lot of weight. I even have rollers on my neck. Oh my god. But I'm dealing with that. My boobs even look bigger than what they actually are, and I'm just like, what is happening? Because my boobs are not that big. But anyway, yeah, so I'm back at gym, which is great. I'm journaling, which is great. I'm going for therapy, which is wonderful. And the next time you see me, I'll be at my best. I'll definitely be at my best. Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Please do share your views in the comment section below, and you'll be seeing more of me, because I am going to shoot amazing content. You'll get to see lifestyle and leisure, because I live for that, guys. Like, I wine and dine all the time, darling. So you'll get to see more of that. You'll get to see my children once in a while. You'll also get to see who I hang with on weekends, what I get up to, because I get up to a lot. It's just that I don't show it. So you guys will be seeing a lot of that. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful time watching this video. And thank you so much. I will see you soon. Cheers.